Almost 20 years after the Columbine High School massacre, the effect is still being felt, even in small towns like Waverly, Iowa. According to the Federal Bureau of Investigation, there have been 250 active shooter incidents between 2000 and 2017. Of these incidents, 20.8% have taken place in an educational environment.
Maybe the best way to sum up our reaction is that it's possible, it's not necessarily probable. So what we've been trying to do in the concept of social emotional learning is trying to develop better relationships with our students, talking about it as a possibility but not a probability. So we don't want to live in fear, but we also want to live in an area of context of prevention.
Already this year, 8 mass shootings have taken place across the U.S. While no school shootings have occurred in 2019, Waverly isn't immune to such a tragedy. So you just talked about the dangers of shooters becoming radicalized. Do you think that's something that could reach here to small town Iowa?
Yes. I mean, it's one of those things that it's happened in small towns across the United States. Waverly's no different. So WARTBURG's no different. It's happened in different school campuses across the United States. WARTBURG's no different. So those are the things that we should be thinking, we should be preparing for when it happens.
Both Waverly-Shell Rock and WARTBURG College have preventative measures in case of a school shooting. The Waverly-Shell Rock High School staff participates in active shooter response training every 3 to 5 years. Students in WARTBURG's Leadership Theories and Practices class go through Community Emergency Response Team, or CERT training. This training teaches students when to fight, run, or hide in an active shooter situation.
We're a small town Iowa. We never think about that stuff as it happens. And 10 years ago, Kip would say how most people, when an active shooter would come in, they just sit there and take it. While he gave us the tools and the mindset to know how to encounter situations like that.
Due to the sheer amount of mass shootings across the U.S., some feel that everyone should be knowledgeable of what to do in case of an active shooter situation, instead of relying on emergency medical services.
What responsibility do we as citizens have? Can we necessarily assume that law enforcement is going to be here and take care of things? Can we assume that there are enough firefighters or EMS to assist law enforcement with responding to these? And quite frankly, the answer is no, there's not enough responders. And by the time that the responders get there, statistics are showing the event is usually finished by then. So who does that place the burden on? It's on you, it's on me, it's on the private citizens.
The Des Moines Register reports that an estimated 20% of Iowa schools do not have security plans for individual buildings in place, but will be required to by June 30th of this year. Until then, small town Iowa will continue to take matters into its own hands. Reporting for Cedar Valley Today, I'm Nathan Stephany.